Hi, this is Tim from timradney.com. Today's video, I'm going to talk to you about differential backups, mainly or specifically differential restores. I was on a migration project recently when one of the migration team members was under the impression that we could restore multiple differential backups. And yes, we can restore multiple differential backups. However, each one will restore the data from the previous ones. So the last differential backup will still include all those pages that changed since the full. So the person I was working with was thinking, hey, if we're cutting over on Friday night, we could restore Thursday night's differential or take one that Friday morning, then take the final differential and restore it at time of cutover. And that since we had restored the Thursday morning one, that the one from Friday evening would take less time. And I was trying to explain that's not the case. So I created a quick demo to showcase that. And so that's what I want to show you today. So I'm going to get started by restoring my demo diff full database. And all I did to create that backup we just restored is I created a blank database. Now I'm going to do a full backup. I'm going to switch to my diff demo, and I'm just going to create a table called noise. I'm going to create 10 columns on that, and then we're going to insert some data. All right, so table's created. We're going to insert 10 records into that table, but we're going to loop 25,000 times. All right, that took 12 seconds. Of course, sped up the video. So now we're going to do that differential backup. So this is diff 1, and we can see it was 697 pages. I'll highlight that. So 697 pages. Now let's insert again another 25,000 records. All right, we have those inserted. Now we're going to do a second differential backup. So now we've backed up 1,241 pages. Let's do another insert. All right, and then a final third differential backup. And now we've backed up 1,785 pages. So if we switch back to master, we will always have to restore our full backup first as our base. So let's do that. If we restored the first differential, that's the 25,000 records plus the table creation that we did, 697 pages processed. We restored the second differential. Now keep in mind, we've restored the full and diff 1. Now we're doing diff 2 because each one of these is with no recovery. So 1,241 pages. And then the final, 1,785. So it's still processing all those pages, everything that it backed up. So it did not process less pages because it had already applied diff 1 or diff 2. So yes, you can restore multiple differential backups, but it's not going to save you any time in the cutover process. That last restore is essentially if we were to come here, restore our base, and then restore the final differential, that last one that we took at time of cutover. So there you have it. Can you restore multiple differentials? Absolutely. Does it save you time in a cutover? Not so much. Let's say we took a differential Friday morning and then we restored it. If we were applying transaction logs since that differential, sure, that could save us time. It's going to be a little bit more complex with the multiple transaction log restorers, but yes, you absolutely could restore it from that morning and then apply transaction logs. But if it's not a whole lot of data change, fits within your SLA for the recovery time and the cutover time, take that final differential and apply it. All right, thank you for watching and hit like and subscribe.